So, for this morning's video, we are starting with the countertop for the bathroom again. And I've got it all set up, and unfortunately I didn't start filming, but I just used a straight edge. Took that saw right there and just cut it off straight. It's not wide enough for the counter that I've got, so I will take another piece of this maple and add it to it and flatten it out and start turning it into a counter. Anyway, come along as we get her all done. So, it turns out there's an issue with our last potential countertop. It turns out it was about 2 inches too short for the space. My bad. Anyway, candidate number 2 is just about right. After I square it up, it should be fine. And all I'm doing now is deciding which sides of this thing is going to be the top and which side's going to be the bottom. Because what I'll do is place it face down on this table, square it all up, sand the bottom, then I'll flip it over and do all my leveling and work from the top. Anyway, follow along as we go. Okay, so decision making time. What I have here is this very nice board. It's gonna work, and I think I'm gonna make this the bottom, even though it kind of looks better right now. I think after I'm done sanding everything, all the grain will start to pop out here. I've got a hole here, but that would be a weak spot if I do it the other way and it's liable to come through. So this way I'll fill that with epoxy and anything else I need to do. Anyway, it's time for me to get this up onto the table and start squaring it up and deciding where I gotta add pieces and where I gotta subtract pieces and what I'm gonna do. liking my new drill press from Harbor Freight. However, I do have one small complaint. On this whole thing, there is no place to put the chuck key. So I realize a lot of people probably find that small and petty and have some idea of what they would do, but I have no clue where to put this thing. So I got this little magnet tray, same Harbor Freight store. Put it on top, put that in there. They should all be together when I need them to be. Just my tip for the day. Not that one. Let's get this one. Problem with a 1/2-inch drill for me is it's way stronger than I am. My drill press doesn't go deep enough to complete the holes on the drill press. So, that being the case, rather than just dialing it up, which I could do, I've been just doing it this way. Turn this stuff the wrong way here. Let's see. So if I can drill these two. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so getting ready to glue this strip on there that'll make this whole thing wide enough to become the bathroom cabinet countertop, hopefully. Just using some Type Bond 3 and about it. Too much to this. Other than I would tell you not to be stingy with your glue. Just in the general sense of things. Lots of glue is a good idea. Okay, well, it would seem that I am done with the glue up, and at this point everything has been glued on, glued together, pulled together, flattened down. Just needs sanding. All the holes, any gaps that might appear will all be filled with black epoxy, and then this will get sanded down to a nice smooth finish. And I'll drill the holes for the sinks and set this counter. Anyway, now we're going to let it sit here for at least 2 days doing its thing. Let it dry and settle. Anyway, catch you later. try to continue working on the countertop for the master bathroom. And in order to get that done, I'm going to attempt to invent a router sled out of what's laying around, which is 2 pieces of aluminum angle iron, some scrap blocks, some nuts and bolts that were spare and extra, and there's the router, and all I have is a 3/4 inch bit. Not sure how that's going to come out, but let's find out. Okay, so I'm just about set up and ready to go. This is my homemade router sled, consisting of 2 2x4s, the table, and what I did to secure my board, I lifted it up with some 1 inch or 3/4 inch slab cutoffs just to bring it up, and then I secured it here and here on each corner so that it can't slide around on me. Used 2 pieces of aluminum angle iron that were laying around, some bolts that we had left over, scrap wood to cut the rails and the guides, and shoe polish for paste wax, because I don't have any paste wax, but I do have shoe polish. And right now I don't have a flattening bit for that, but I have a 3/4 inch bit, and I'm just going to go slow and let's just see what happens. So at this point I have sanded it down to about 120, and it's looking really good, but I had to stop and refill some of the little cracks. You can see it better now. This is the old fill, and it sanded down great, but there were some areas of just little bitty cracks that just all needed a little bit more. So I'm gonna start again at 100, and then I'll just take it on down to probably at least 320, and then start sealing it. Get ready to set it in the bathroom, drill the holes to put the sinks and faucets in. Anyway, stay tuned. Okay, time to drill the holes. Uh-oh. Ah, there we are. Okay. Ooh, I think we're gonna need more battery here. So that concludes the first part of getting this thing done, and there she is right there. And hopefully there's not so much shine on it you can't see it, but it looks really pretty. It's a spalted maple, and this will be my bathroom countertop. Hopefully it came out pretty cool. And then after I get it set, it'll be several coats of wipe-on poly, then the faucets, sinks, and that's it. It's gonna be gorgeous. Alright, get this all set up so we can start putting paint on it. So, it is time to put the wipe-on poly on there. So I've got her all taped up, set up, ready to go. So how I do it is pretty simple. I get the wipe-on poly, any small cup. I use it repeatedly and then throw it away at the end. It just saves time. And I use these lint-free paper towels. And just kind of wipe it down and make sure there's there's nothing on it. And then wipe on a very, very thin coat of poly. That's really it. This thing, and fold it to the opposite side. Fold it up really small. And let's see. Generally put on a glove. Cover up my right hand so I don't make a mess. That's it. Nice even coat. Wipe it all along. Get you guys a better view, maybe. There we go. I hate this. Okay, that's it. Let it dry. Do it 2 or 3 more times, depending on my mood and how fast it builds up. Fold that into the glove. Throw that away outside where it's safe. And that's it. We just wait. Do it again in a few. Okay, I'm back to put another coat on this and see if I can get it solided up so Rob can turn it into a functional bathroom counter. So we're between coats. This is 600 grit sandpaper. Different sandpapers feel different ways, so just something that's super fine. 240 or more would be my guess, and then just slide it over the whole thing. Don't grind it in real deep. You're not trying to take the finish off. You just want to rough it up a little bit so it'll stick. So And take the tail off. There'll be at least 2 more coats on this thing, maybe 3. Don't know yet. Try to keep your sanding in the same direction as the grain. And that's really about all there is to it. I use this. Hand open. And just wipe it down good. Alright, nothing on there. And if you do find any lumps or anything when you're peeling through, just make sure you sand them so that everything feels smooth and good and not lumpy. Okay, good. Alright. And get some gloves. That. I will. Shake your wipe-on polys, especially if they're satin. Otherwise, it'll all settle to the bottom and not look right. Okay. Not very much. Okay, got that set in here. Should be able to do this with just one glove and pretty quickly. Start in this corner and just slap it on. And the more coats you get, the more smooth and quick it'll go. Just remember, it is a very thin coat. You do not need to go crazy with your volume on it. Do this whole end piece. Real quick. Don't have to do too much with that. There we go. Okay. Just not much to it. Kind of make sure you hit every spot. Point of wipe-on poly is that it's thin, nice, really thin coats that come out real even and real pretty. And as always, this is not a how-to, this is just a how I'm doing it. You can use the information any way you want. Sorry I have my back to you so much, but it's a small bathroom and not that much room to get a good picture. Here, just get right along that front. Okay, that's it. Not that much to it. pour the rest of this back in the bottle. I always bag those to the inside, throw this away outside where they don't get pressed together, where they can make heat, far, far away from any structure you don't want to burn down. Basically, just be safe with these. And that's it.
Hey everybody. So today, actually it's tonight, it's a little later than I normally do projects, but it's just been crazy at work lately, and I want to get these two sinks in. So I'm going to mount these vessel sinks along with these faucets. There's the faucet. Into our maple live edge countertop that Maggie's been making. So she made this, I cut it out with a Alaska mill, which is a chainsaw mill, out of a piece of maple that had fallen in a storm right out in our front yard when we first moved down here. So a couple years ago. It's been drying since. We built a homemade router sled that we've got a video coming soon on, if it's not in this video. And then we drilled these holes, and the vessel sink's gonna sit here with the drain, and there's the hole for the faucets. So I want to probably put it on time lapse and put these in. What I'm going to do is put the vessel sink down with the drain going through the hole. I'm actually going to glue the vessel sink to the countertop with silicone, 100% clear silicone, and then you won't be able to see it out here. I'll keep it inside, and then the nut that goes on that drain will mechanically hold that sink and drain down. And then the faucet simply goes through the hole. Put the lock nut on it and hook up the plumbing and the water supply. So there's my plumbing pipe. So put this on time lapse and see how it goes. Okay, so there are the two vessel sinks along with the two faucets. A little double vanity with a spalted maple. Can't really see the live edge so much. Lighting's not good. Anyway, live edge, spalted maple, vanity top. It turned out pretty well. All right, so the drains are done and the supply lines are done. A little mess to clean up, but I've already checked it. All the water works, no leaks. So bathroom vanity, getting done, the top's done. We just have to make all the drawer fronts and the cabinet doors, and we've got the hickory drying to do that. Right now I'm putting down the floor in the master bedroom. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we love your comments. Have a good one, y'all. Take care, be safe.